Hello and welcome to the demo of The Quiet Things. So this game is an autobiographical, there we go, that's proper English, narrative game, which basically just focuses on mental health issues, things like childhood abuse and trauma, and obviously most of that sort of happens within like the teenage years. So this mainly focuses on the teenage years, and so yeah, it's obviously all the names are changed from the actual real life events. But yeah, I'm very curious. I'm very curious about how this game is gonna go. And so yeah, grab a cup of coffee and let's get going with the demo of The Quiet Things. This game contains references to topics such as grief, loss, depression, self-harm, suicide, and abuse. I understand and wish to continue. That's a note to all you guys. When did 15 children experience abuse in the UK? 70% of people will self-harm at some point in their life. 24% of 17-year-olds report having self-harm in the UK in the last year. (1,926) people die every day due to suicide. That's one person every minute. Jeez. While names, places, and dates have been changed or omitted to protect the identity of those involved, this is a true story.
Where are you? Did you get the same text from Alice?
Oh, what text?
She said something about not being able to live with what she's done and to say goodbye to her baby brother.
Oh, God. I'm getting on my bike now. I think I know where she is.
I'll get in the car for this traffic so you'll be quicker.
Okay, bye.
Love you, bye.
Oh, that's oh god, that's a start. Bloody hell, isn't it?
Hello, police. Where are you calling from?
The motorway bridge near the train station.
And what's the nature of your emergency?
I've just come past a girl climbing over the railings on the bridge, and she seemed really distressed. I think she might be trying to jump.
Okay, and can you see her now?
Well, I'm at the bottom of the bridge. There's another person with her now, but it just seemed like a bit of a sketchy situation.
Okay, sir. Stay on the line. I'll send somebody to attend right away.
Right from the start? Right from the start?
Alice, wait!
Oh. 8 years earlier. Oh no.
Just a dream. Just a bad dream. Dad?
I already don't like the direction this story's going in. I'm sorry that you had to go through that. All about me. Name, Alice. Age, 8. Eye color, blue. Hair color, brown. Height, I don't know. Pets, fish in the garden. One ginger cat called Merlot. And a hamster called Toffee. Favorite food, pizza, but ice cream too. Favorite animal, wolf. Hobbies, writing, drawing, skipping. I could do 100 skips, cross stitch. Oh, that's a very fast zoom. Let me close all the doors. Let me close all the closet doors. Pooch, cute. Oh god, my frames.
Sophie will look after your dad's out. Mum, she's at the hospice though.
Some of the subtitles are getting cut at the
I'm
bottom.
not allowed a TV in my room, so I pretend. Dear Diary, or what should I call you? My name is Alice. That's a weird way to start a diary. At school, my teacher gave me a book about a girl called Anne Frank who kept a diary. She always started it with Dear Kitty. I'll have to think about who to write my diary to, but it's nice to talk to someone.
Oh, Oh, why you gotta hit me with that 1-2 punch? That's not fun. That's... Oh, Tomokachi. Cute. Oh, a Game Boy. Play Kid Hugh. That's really whipped out the thesaurus for that one. That's a Game Boy Color, obviously. Oh, it's even Pokemon. Jokemon. That's trolls. Oh my god, I hate those things. Succulents? Very nice taste. The Lonely Hedgehog. What happens when you... Oh.
Treat me like I don't understand.
Oh. Oh my god, I saw this in a hotel room. It's not quite there in every hotel room nowadays, but I did see one.
Dad said he would give me a lesson.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, but the ending. Oh my god. It's so sad when you know the ending to a story, but you can't do anything about it because the destination has already been preset. It's all you can only go through the journey.
We used to give my mouse baths in the sink. I shouldn't flush the toilet at night in case it wakes people up.
I do that too. Because I sleep at like 4 in the morning. Don't do that, kids.
It smells like Mum.
Aw. That's her perfume. Actual Tully. Oh. Oh, asbestos. So if you don't know what asbestos is a material, is very thin, white, sort of like, I guess stringy would be sort of like the best description of it. So in the past, people used a lot of asbestos, especially within walls, mainly because it was actually a really, really nice, like fire resistant material, right? So like if it was in the walls, like in case like a one particular room caught on fire, they could always seal that off and the rest of the rooms would be fine and the fire would be contained, right? I think that's generally how asbestos is, but it would be a very, very it would be a tool to protect people against like fires, right? The problem with asbestos is that because it's so stringy and all of that, it tended to, it's very thin and stringy. If you inhaled that, a lot of people actually inhaled that, you would get a lot of lung problems, including, I assume, asbestosis cancer, asbestosis cancer. But yes, so that would be what's caused asbestos cancer. Obviously, I'm not a medical professional by any means, but that's what asbestos does. And I believe that, and I believe people who actually dug up asbestos in the mines, all of them had problems because of the fact that, well, they inhaled that stuff constantly, day after day, hour after hour. So asbestos was not a fun material. As a matter of fact, a school near me, I think it was a university, actually had to evacuate everyone in the building because they realized that their old building still had asbestos within their walls. Like, it is genuinely a very, very bad thing. It is highly detrimental to health.
You have one new message. Sent today at 5:46 p.m. New message.
Hello, this is a message for Simon. It's Pippa, at the hospice. We're just giving you a call as your wife is not doing well and we think it might be important that you come over. She might not have long left. Give us a call back or just turn up.
Aww. Aww. I really can't imagine losing a parent at such a young age. I'm lucky that I still have both my parents, Daniel and Samuel. it's locked. Guess no sibling behavior, I guess. Advanced care plan. Choices for end-of-life care. That's such a scam, if you really think about it. Like, why do funerals cost so much? Like, there's... Oh, man, like... whatever. It does seem kind of predatory that funerals, caskets cost that much. Because in a way, they do profit off of people's grief, right? Because they're like, oh yeah, you gotta treat your loved ones well by giving them like a comfortable place for their final rest and all that stuff. But it's so predatory, right? You're definitely taking advantage of people's like grief. Also, you're clipping through the couch. Again, this is a demo, so you have to point that. So I do have to point that out. That again, there are flaws within this. All about my family. There's me, Alice, and my two brothers, Daniel and Sam. Daniel's 6 and Sam is 4. Then there's my mum, but I don't know her name. She's just Mum. And then Dad, but he has lots of names and changes which one he uses. Sometimes people call him his middle name. Mum and Dad are both old. Daniel is good to play with, but I always win, of course. Sam is annoying most of the time because he can't play properly yet. I didn't let him share my pirate island though, as long as he was the baddies.
The more tinsel, the better. When Mum was home, I stayed at school for a week pretending to be ill. We watched Lovejoy every day.
Oh.
We still don't have a memory card, so I leave it on to keep my place. I'm not really hungry.
I can see why. Oh man. How tall am I? Oh, this kid's tall. I'm short. Calling the dog. Obviously I'm taller than this kid, but like, look, I'm like in my early 20s, man. Dear Diary, I'm at sleepover right now and we are writing in our diaries. I went to a fair with Amy earlier and there's maple dancing. I don't know what maple dancing is. See you then. Apple and blackcurrant. It's really interesting. Blackcurrant doesn't really seem to be that big of a flavor in North America. Yeah. Like when I go to like Asia, like there's like Ramune, where there's, is it Ramune? No, it's not Ramune. It's God, what was the other brand? They keep having like the black currant juice. It was so good. Like that was my childhood.
Beans on toast for dinner?
Hell yeah. I love beans on toast. Well, here in Canada, our beans on toast aren't like the tomato sauce type of thing. Our beans on toast are like maple syrup, or they're like maple syrup based, and oh my god, they're so good. I love it so much more. Obviously, it's we mainly eat that for the cabane à sucre, which is the sugar shack. But yeah, that's our beans on toast.
The car's gone.
Go to bed to end the.
I should go back to bed.
Oh, you have a 4-poster bed. The 4-poster is obviously there's 1, 2, 3, 4, because then there's like curtains around it. I don't have that. Never had that. I guess it's not really common in North America, or maybe it's not common nowadays. I don't know how it works.
I'm sorry. There's no way of sugarcoating this. Your mum, she's dead.
Oh. Oh, God.
That dream again. Always running and being chased. What's it mean?
Oh, she grew up. Okay. I thought those were blood splatters, but I guess they are kind of blood splatters, just printed Need to talk to someone? Ask your teacher about talking to one of our guidance counselors, but don't keep it bottled up. Contacts. Oh man. Dear Diary, I haven't self-harmed at all. I had a long chat with Miss Smith at school. I got myself really worried and scared. But she was there for me and even hugged me. Aww. That's really sweet. I don't know any of my teachers, especially in high school, who would actually hug me. I would not want them to hug me, actually. God. Ugh. She let me skip graphics. Well, she let me work on my own in our classroom, but everything that we said to each other won't be put on paper. It's a secret, and that's why it shall stay. She said she was really worried about me, though. I meant to see someone on Monday and talk to Miss Smith again. I'm okay at the moment, though. I'm not happy or anything. Just tired. I have no more energy left for being angry and scared. Well, I'm sure when I close my eyes, my mind will find a nightmare for me. Right later. I'm really tired. Sorry. I'll tell you everything that's happened today. Tomorrow. Aww. Oh, you can see the style change. Oh, that's tough. That's actually tough. Oh, you still have him though.
He still sleeps with me.
Yeah, I still have a teddy bear that I had from my childhood. I don't remember when I got him, but it was for one of my birthdays. And my grandmother on my mother's side actually knitted a sweater for him, right? And I still have the sweater, and it's pretty much my last memento of her. I didn't really have the opportunity to necessarily know all my grandmother all that much, especially on my mother's side, because they mostly all passed away when I was relatively young. My grandparents who passed away, the most recent was back when I visited Hong Kong back in 2019. So we had the opportunity to see her. Oh no, she passed away like exactly on Easter in 2020, and we had the opportunity to visit Hong Kong before COVID struck. So yeah, I had the strongest bond with her, but unfortunately I still don't really have much of a strong bond with any of my grandparents because they either passed away too early, when I was too young, or it was just hard for us to maintain communications because we live in Canada. Some of them lived in Hong Kong and some of them lived in the States. So yeah. Dear Diary, anyway today at school was awful. I can see everyone talking about me behind my back when they see the cuts down my left arm. Even my friends are all having private whispered conversations about me, and I feel more isolated than ever. I can just see everyone laughing about it. I wish I hadn't done it tonight, but I did. The back of my hand up my left arm and on my horrible fat stomach. Oh, sorry. That feeling that lasts maybe 5 minutes makes me feel powerful and in control. I stare at myself in the bathroom mirror. It makes me feel stronger. But then I'll hear my parents coming up the stairs. I always run to my room, turn the lights off, and pretend to be asleep. Oh wait, no, those are not prints. Those are they actual bloodstains? I can't tell if they're actual bloodstains or not. Like, but I have to turn it off soon or they will see me. I have to hide it. Hide for myself. Help me. I'm sorry.
My friend gave me her old phone. Dad didn't like it, but I got to keep it. The sides light up.
Aw. That's nice of her. Very nice of her to do.
I miss you. I don't know if I can even remember what your voice sounded like.
That's what I'm scared of. That's what I'm really scared of, is that when my parents are gone, like, oh, that reminds me, my grandmother was relatively in with technology, so sometimes would send voice messages to each other. So I saved all of her voice messages just in case I forgot. Oh God, I know I'm suddenly getting hit by emotion. Oh, oof. But yeah, I saved all of her voice messages in case I forgot her voice. Which, I mean, this was probably not an option back then. But yeah, I'm very scared of forgetting details. I'm very scared. I'm very, very, very scared of forgetting details about the people that I held dear in my life. And so, you know, photos and saving voice messages are something that I do. Symptoms of depression overview. Dear Diary, so everyone went back to school today. In a way, I was excited to go back to school. Maybe it was to get away from the family. I don't know why. It's not that bad or anything. Now that I think about it, maybe it's because it's easy to get away with self-harming when I'm away from home all day. I've heard people say it's addictive like drugs. I suppose in a way it is. I'm just so afraid that my parents will find out. That's why when it's easy for me to get found out, it's stop altogether until the danger is not so dangerous. It's like easing away any fears my parents might have that I self-harm. I went to my granddad's place up north for a week with my brothers. I made sure any cuts had healed up completely. When I packed my suitcase, I left my razor blades behind, so even if I wanted to, I couldn't. I didn't make sure I had my pen knife in the pocket of my denim. I knew I wouldn't leave without that jacket, and in that I knew I'd have my knife. But the week went fine, and I was so relieved to be able to wear whatever clothes I fancied, without having to worry whether or not it would reveal the cuts.
I desperately wanted Converse shoes for so long, and my friend Amy got me them for my birthday. I thought Dad would get mad, but he hasn't said anything.
Amy is a real one. Absolute real one. Funnily enough, my older sister, which I guess is my inheritance, which I inherited at this point, is also a Game Boy Color that's also purple, and it's one of those with the sort of transparent plastic. So that's a funny coincidence, I guess.
Anarchy in the classroom. Am I right?
Panic in the classroom.
I can actually do most chords now. Except an F. Well, nobody likes an F.
Oh, they moved. When was this room a thing? I don't remember that room being a thing. Not gonna lie.
Look at his hand. Do you know how this happened? You left your razor lying around in the bathroom. He could have been hurt so much worse. You're so irresponsible. Tidy your shit away.
Is that your stepmother? Oh, ew. Daniel and Samuel, yeah. Brendan's then, ugh.
You have one new message. New message.
Hello, Mr. Johnson. I'm just calling to confirm your emergency appointment this morning at 11 a.m. for your daughter Alice following the incident last night.
Caring for your newborn baby. What to expect in the first 12 weeks in your new bundle of joy? Locked, obviously. Locked.
Hey, Alice, is your homework done for school?
Oh, I haven't quite had time to do it yet.
Let's do your tarot cards, Alice. It might help.
Okay, that does sound nice.
Just pick one. It will represent your present. Oh, the tower. Destruction.
Is that bad?
No. It's like everything must crumble for a new beginning. So it's good.
Oh. I actually had a tarot reading when I was in Japan with friends, because one of my friend's girlfriend, she did like tarot readings. It's interesting because we did one of those ones with like those with like sort of like a cross formation, or like the square, whatever the thing with like 4 cards is, and 5 cards, and 4 of the 5 cards had like 8s on them. So I was like, that's a bit too coincidental. But obviously I'm not really one to believe in that sort of thing, right? Whether or not it is actually like a thing, because it's like, I'm not gonna go too into detail about that, but yeah, like I don't think our fates are preset or anything. Cosmic ordering and the law of attraction. I have no idea what cosmic ordering is. Oh, you mean like fate type of thing? I see. I see.
You sit there until your food's finished. I don't care if you're there all night. There are children starving in Africa who die for what you have on your plate.
My parents did the exact same argument when I did not finish my food. What else? I mean, I get the mess. I get the intent behind it. I definitely do understand the intent behind it. Be grateful for what you have. But at the same time, that's like...
I get up before everyone else and give Brandon his breakfast before school.
Why? Why? You're not the parent. What the hell is wrong with these parents? What the hell? Chore charts? Wait, wash up. Oh, Alice. Clean bathroom. Really, guys? Really? 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 Huh. Brandon. Simon. Oh, good for you. Oh, good for you. Sorry, had to do the meme.
I thought we could go for a walk. Just us. And we can talk about whatever you need to. Just tell me what's going on. I do care,
Who's talking? Who are you? Who are you? If you're the father, you sound like... that's an inverted lamp. What am I missing? Oh.
We only get one weekend day off chores.
What am I missing? Qu'est-ce que je manque ici, là? Girl, you are still as short as before. Then again, I guess that was like a dream. What am I missing? Qu'est-ce que je manque ici, là? Aïe, aïe, aïe. I'm actually not too sure what I'm missing. Oh, here.
Oh, it's there to remind you what happens when you disobey me.
What an absolute scumbag. What an absolute... How dare you? Trash, dude. Obviously, I got the receiving end of the stick when I was a child. Obviously, Asian household. Can't say it's. I mean, obviously, I am the youngest out of all my siblings, so my parents did soften up. However, unfortunately, my older sisters had to go through some more stuff. It's unfortunate. What am I missing? Can I go to sleep now? That's not. What? Oh, oops. How do I know when it's the end of the demo? That's my thing. That's the I suppose there would be a sort of transition, okay, sort of deal. But obviously, while my parents did soften up, that doesn't mean I was completely scot-free. I got whooped by a metal ruler. You know those metal rulers with the cork on the back. Yeah, got whooped by those. What else? Got an iPhone thrown at me. iPhone 4S. That was a hefty affair. You know, very very heavy piece of thing. It also had a case on it, so that hurt. Luckily, it was not like the brick, the rotary phones. Otherwise, I would have probably lost a couple of brain cells, more than a half already. Cosmic ordering. Am I missing anything in particular? I'm actually not too sure what I'm missing. Is this the end? Is this perhaps the end, or am I missing anything in particular? How nice of you to have a girlfriend. Wait, who's Simon? Who was Simon again? I don't remember who Simon is. Shopping list. Soy milk, bread, asparagus, tofu, soy sauce, bananas. Asparagus? For what? Okay, so I don't know what else to do. Let me. Okay, so clearly I'm missing something. I did the tarot card, I did the PC, I did... Qu'est-ce que je manque ici, là? So obviously this room is clear. What about you? Clear. 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 I assume the backyard is clear. What else about you? You're clear. Kitchen. You should be clear. Chores are clear. Still the same apple and blackcurrant juice. That's fine. I don't know what else I'm missing. What am I missing? I'm clearly missing something, obviously. I did the belt. That's fine. Which is the biggest scumbag behavior of all time. Oh, wait, what? Oh.
I can't wee if anyone is nearby. I hold it all night in case Dad gets angry we woke anyone up.
Really? Really? Really, Father? Really? Oh. Oh no. Dear Diary, when I got home, everything was fine for a few days. Then I confessed to my parents that I needed new school trousers. So on Saturday, my dad, my stepmom, my baby brother, and I traveled to town to get new school trousers. My stepmom says that this shop is a sweatshop, so she was unhappy buying trousers from there. It's not like we had much choice. We didn't have any extra cash, but then this triggered an argument. She said that if we just had more money, we could buy things from a company that didn't treat their workers like crap. Dad apologized, but his company couldn't help not making money. They were trying their best. She said it didn't really look like it. Dad smacked his head on the nearest wall deliberately. Jesus criminy. They went on arguing like this until we got home. I'm not going into detail about it for the sake of my hand and your eyes. Dad then started consulting my stepmom's family to get at her, and needless to say, she was crying by the time we got home. I mean, it's no big deal. I've seen so much of it with my mom and dad, and with my stepmom and dad. Oh. Well, look, I'm just saying, if it's 2 for 2, the dad might be the problem at this point. Not to say that stepmom isn't a problem either. So, yeah, I'm a big girl, I can handle it and everything, but it upset me a bit that they were so willing to fight in front of a small child who is only 1 year old. My baby brother was understanding in a way what was going on, or at the very least, he was upset by it. Yeah, because the reason why music actually affects us is because a lot of emotions are processed through tone as well, right? Even if we don't necessarily understand the words, tone is a lot more important to convey a certain emotion, right? Obviously, the extra 20% can only be understood if you understand the words, but a lot of it is by tones. So if you scream at a child, they're obviously going to be upset, but if you say soothing words, even though you're insulting them, they will be happy. So a lot of it is by tone, right? My baby brother was, okay, I already read that. He didn't burst out screaming and crying like most babies would. He just sat there, looking upset and scared. That was when I started self-harming again after my break from it, last weekend, the day after my friend's party. This is not an easy thing to read in the slightest. Not that I had those thoughts before. I mean, okay, I do have to confess I did have those thoughts before. I read this. I definitely did have those thoughts before, not gonna lie. But out of spite, I didn't do it. I really didn't do it.
I'm running low, but I just spray once. And for a second, she's almost here with me again.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did have those thoughts once upon a time, but out of spite, I was like, okay, if the world wants to get rid of me, I'm not gonna entertain that notion. Screw you. I'll out of spite, I will stay alive longer. I will push longer just because screw the world for letting me try to get rid of myself. That was my spite pushing me through, which is not exactly how it worked, but I mean, I'm still alive, so yeah. Yeah.
Dear Diary, my name is Alice. What I'm about to tell you, I've never told anyone.
Thank you for playing our game. Our game is a true passion project. All feedback is greatly received. You can wishlist the game on Steam now if you want to be updated when it's released. Honestly, solid experience. Obviously, it's a lot more concentrated on the narrative of things, right? So it's a lot more like the remains of what remains of Edith Finch, which is nice because I loved that game. That game didn't really have a lot of gameplay, but it's a walking sim, right? But that game I think had a lot of heart to it, and honestly, it was heartbreaking as well. And the fact that this game, I'm getting a lot of the same vibes from it, so this game is probably a lot more of the same. So this game is probably gonna be a walking sim. This game is a walking sim, which I'm not surprised by. Yeah, I imagine that because this game is autobiographical, it's gonna hurt me even more. Like, What Remains of Edith Finch didn't even make me sad or anything. It made me mad. How friggin' like, it made me mad to such a high degree. I mean, especially at the part where, I don't remember her name, but the spoiler alert, obviously. I'll give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. At the part where the kid was purposefully starved to death, right? That part to me made me so mad because that was blatantly abuse. I know for a lot of people, it was at the part where the baby drowned in What Remains of Edith Finch that really got to them. I was like, okay, it was very much so an accident, right? That was completely an accident, and so I obviously felt sad, but I didn't fully feel it, right? But with the case of the girl and getting like starved to death, I got fully mad because that's a choice of abuse, and that girl died because of neglect, and I got so mad at that. Here I'm getting a lot of the same vibes, except I do feel a lot. This time I'm not only feeling anger, I'm actually feeling sadness as well, because again, this is the experiences of someone went through this, and you know, the fact that I can actually relate to this to some degree is, I don't know, it's nice that someone decided to put their experiences into a game. And yeah, I do have to commend them for having the courage to put that down into a game for everyone to see, to just expose themselves. Not that I didn't do that throughout this game, but also, like, you guys can't see my face, you guys can't see me, you guys can only hear my words, and so there is inherently a barrier to that. Also, like, 5 people watch my things. Like, I'm not that scared of revealing myself, right? So I'm excited for the full game. Obviously there could be some little optimization things, some little graphical things that can be updated, the teddy bear just moving along, and maybe some volume adjustment, because the voices are a bit on the quieter side, so I do wish that is slightly louder. And I do wish that sometimes the arrows were a bit more obvious. Maybe I'm just blind, but I do wish that sometimes they are easier to find. But yeah, I think that about wraps it up for the demo of The Quiet Things. Yeah, I feel like this game is gonna break my heart when I play it fully. And so, yeah. If you guys want to play this game as well, the demo is out now. And I'm sure that you would like to experience this game without my yapping and all that stuff. And I'm sure that wishlisting the game on Steam would help tremendously for the devs and all that stuff. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. And so yeah, have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on when and where you are. And see you guys next time. Bye bye. See you. Take care. And please don't hesitate to talk to anyone, or even the comments if you feel like it. If you want, if you're not scared of like exposing yourself in the comments, please just talking about it will help a lot, just getting things off your chest. So please just talk about it. I can't help because I'm not a certified medical professional, right? So I can't help you, but I can guarantee you that talking about it does help, whether it be with your friends or family or anything like that. Yeah, or even just your teacher at school, right? But yeah, I think that about wraps it up. Yeah, take care everyone, and yeah, see you guys next time. Bye bye. See you, and please take care of yourselves. Bye.